We're with Mike Simonson, head coach of the SPU women's basketball team. Mike and the rest of the Falcons heading to Bellingham this weekend for the opening games. Fresno Pacific on Friday, Humboldt State on Saturday. Mike, some thoughts so far? You've had a couple scrimmages, an exhibition game, a few weeks of practice. What have you seen from this group?
Constant improvement. One thing I've been very pleased with is almost every practice, every scrimmage, every exhibition, the journey along the way, we've improved every time, and that is very exciting for a young team that's inexperienced. When you're seeing growth this early and you're not stalling in between practices and in between scrimmages and exhibition, and you're actually making progress on things you're working on, that's very exciting. So with this young team, we're improving in a lot of areas, and that's great.
And you had a chance to see him in a live game situation last Saturday against George Fox. What were some things you saw out there that were impressive to you?
Well, first of all, George Fox is a great team coming in for an exhibition to have that caliber, a 24-win team, I believe, last year.
That's a D3 power, yes.
Coming in. We're fortunate to have them come in, and we had a great tight game. We played great in the second half. So we got to see situations that will come in conference time and close games. To have that early on in exhibition was great. I saw us really dig deep, make halftime adjustments, and respond to adversity very well in that scrimmage and exhibition.
Okay. So many new players on the roster, but you've got a good group of veterans. Talk about some of them and what you're expecting from them this year.
Yes. Our veterans, we've had a couple kids that have been here for 2, 3, almost 4 years, and they've seen some very good basketball in the GNEC from our previous year's team and the years before. We've done very well. They maybe have not seen the court, but Riley Evans, Carly Ratosk, Jaylee Albert, who saw the floor, those girls were very much involved in the success that we've had. So going into this year, I see them being almost an experienced group because they've seen what it takes to be successful. What our senior laden group had last year, they were right in the mix of it, saw what good leadership is, what good competition is. So I expect them to bring it every single day and compete, and to not miss a step this year.
And not just on the court, but again, locker room leadership presence, that's the kind of thing you're looking for from this particular group.
Exactly. When you have an inexperienced team, I think the leadership and owning those roles are very important. And so that's the main thing we've been stressing to them, aside from learning all the new things we might be doing on the court, is honing in on their leadership attributes. All these upperclassmen, the 4 seniors we have that were in the program last year, that's what we're really focusing on for them moving forward.
Okay. You've got some exciting newcomers, some transfers, some very talented freshmen. Talk about them a little bit and what we might expect.
Yeah, we have 5 newcomers this year. Jade Skidmore's from Walla Walla Community College. She's a junior coming in, and she can play the point guard and off guard. Very solid with the basketball. She played a lot in our exhibition this past weekend because she is very solid and a smart, heady player. Caprice Boston is from Northern Arizona, a Division I transfer. Super athletic, very long, can affect the game in multiple ways with her athleticism. And then we also have 3 freshmen coming in. We have Ashley Alter from Stanwood High School. She's an athlete, defender, can run the floor, also a very good shooter. Bailey Brennan from Post Falls, Idaho, is a state championship, kind of a combo guard, can shoot the ball very, very deep, and can bring a lot of stability in that sense. And the last newcomer that we have is Natalie Hoff from Beaverton, Oregon at Southridge High School. She won back-to-back state championships. She plays the 5. She's kind of like Caprice, very athletic and can handle multiple positions, very smart on the basketball floor. So 5 new ones that bring a lot of strengths that we're excited about.
And it sounds like some very flexible players too. You can plug some of them in where you need them in any particular situation.
Exactly. I think too, I haven't talked about some style changes that we might have, but we're going to play a lot faster on the court. So versatility in positions is really important because you want to change what positions you might have. 3, 4, 5, and they're all interchangeable on the court. So if you're versatile, you don't have to worry about someone maybe playing the 4 guards to a 2 or 3 spot. So that's basically guards versus forwards. So having that versatility is very important for trying to play fast and up-tempo.
Is there a particular part of the game that is well suited for this group of ladies? Offensively, defensively, speed, tempo, what maybe suits this group of kids?
Well, we're trying to play up-tempo, mostly because I believe we're a very good shooting team. And when you run fast in transition, it should open up shots. And in the exhibition versus George Fox, we shot over 50% from three, over 60% from the floor. So I think that shows you that we're strong in that statistical area. So playing fast and up-tempo should open up a lot of three-point shots, and we really like that for this team. Offensively, defensively, we've been the best defensive team, I think, in our conference the past couple of years.
Yes.
And we are going to stick to that. That's our motto, stay gritty, and we're going to have the same system defensively.
What does your coaching gut tell you about this team, Mike? What is realistic? What's within reach for this group of ladies by the end of the season?
Well, the number one goal we always talk about is we want to play our best basketball at the end of the year. That's the most important thing. And I do believe no matter what, if we're doing that at the end of the year, regardless of the story, the way it goes, that should put us in a position to make the GNAC tournament, to win the conference tournament, to win a championship. That's the stuff we're talking about this team. I don't know what the story will look like because of our inexperience, but we believe our best basketball can be that, and we strive for that every single day.
A couple of quick thoughts on the schedule. It's all West Region opponents, all 28 games this year, all West Region. Starting this weekend with Fresno and Humboldt. Next week, Azusa Pacific and San Diego, preseason conference favorites. And SPU has a history of not backing away from people. They want to play tough preseason games.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that schedule a little bit.
Yeah, I think our schedule fits our team very nicely. I think to start the year, we have Fresno and Humboldt State this weekend, and then UC San Diego and Azusa. So all four of those teams are very strong in our region. Fresno and Humboldt this weekend, they return almost everybody from last year's team. Humboldt went to the regional last year, where they were in the same NCAA regional that we were in. And Fresno Pacific, they're a tough team that they bring back all those players. They're going to have experience. And this team that we have at Seattle Pacific needs experience. So to go against teams that have that is a blessing early. And then UC San Diego and Azusa, they're always very strong. So to play two teams that have experience this weekend and then play two more, that's really good for our team, our young team.
And finally, how are you enjoying the head coaching role and getting to work with two very fine assistants in Sasha Anderson and Katie Benson? How's it all coming together from your personal perspective?
Yes, it's been great. It's been exciting, a whirlwind. It's been a fast summer to get to where we're at. I've been so happy and lucky to hire Sasha Anderson and Katie Benson. I think our coaching backgrounds and our philosophical beliefs all mesh very well together, and so we've had tremendous chemistry working together and building our vision together as a coaching staff. So it's been exciting and great. It's definitely been different than being an assistant coach, but it comes with the territory, with all your responsibilities and going into practice and being the guy who has to go out there and decide yes or no, whatever we're going to do. So that's been a huge responsibility change, but it's something that I know it's a responsibility I love to have and I'm blessed to have, and I'm excited about it going forward.
Growing up, did you see yourself as a basketball coach someday? Was that something that was on your radar?
Great question. People always told me that they thought I'd be a great coach in high school when I played. I did not play collegiately or anything like that, but they always said I'd be a great coach. And once I went to college, my freshman year, I went to Arizona State University as a freshman. Everyone always knows I went to Washington State, but before that I went to Arizona State. And that's when I watched a college basketball game. I saw a coach put his arm around a player on television. It was a USC game. I think it was Tim Floyd was the coach. And I realized, wow, that coach right there is touching that kid's life. And I think I could love that aspect of coaching, that mentorship. And then I had this huge passion and fire to become a college basketball coach, and that's what started me on this journey. Okay. I ended up transferring from ASU to Washington State, so I could get involved with that program and to start coaching, and that's what started my coaching journey.
All right. Well, good luck this season, and thank you again, Mike.
Thank you.
You bet.